Today, we're going to go over how you can book 20 plus consistent qualified appointments or SaaS signups every single month using YouTube content systems. YouTube has become an untapped goldmine for B2B sales lead generation. 70% of B2B decision makers watch YouTube during their purchase process. Most SaaS companies completely ignore this. One CRM company that we worked with switched from spending $15,000 monthly on Google and LinkedIn ads to implementing a YouTube lead funnel strategy. And the result of that was they now generate 15 qualified demos monthly at 65% lower cost per acquisition. With the demo booked leads here, they are already pre-educated, have higher intent, and close nearly double the rate of traditional ad channels. A lot of SaaS companies actually do use YouTube and other social media platforms to promote their product, but they don't know how to promote their product in the right voice that gets them consistent qualified customers or appointments booked, SaaS signups monthly. It's not because they don't have valuable insight, but it's because a lot of the times they're not educated on how to display content correctly so that it hits the target audience that they're looking for. So what I've seen through the past few years of working with SaaS companies is a lot of them are stuck in the noise of the crowd. They use Google Ad CPCs for SaaS keywords, but they've increased over 25% over a year, while LinkedIn has everyone fighting for the same audience with identical targeting parameters. So everyone is sticking to the traditional way a lot of the times because it's the easier thing to do, especially someone who owns a SaaS company or any company in general. They usually want to focus their attention on higher leverage tasks. They give the content tasks to their overworked. A lot of times founders really do want to make content for their YouTube channel, but they just don't have the time for it. So they actually try to delegate that to their overworked team members. We all know that never gets done. A lot of times I see SaaS companies trying to post short form content or just content in general, but they are talking about their product in the light of like people already know how to use the product. People already know what the product is. What they don't realize is that it's very complex. Like a lot of these tools are very complex and they need like tutorials. They need to be warmed up. They need to have a catalog of videos on their channel that is easy to understand, that a 6-year-old can understand, so that they can make the right decision. And I see it all the time. You need to have more authority in your space because customers prefer buying from companies who have helped them understand their problems, not from brands they've never heard of. When you're making unorganized videos, unstructured scheduling and stuff like that, you're going to run into this problem. You're going to look like you don't have authority in your space. Go and take a look at your competitors' YouTube channels if they even have any. A lot of times they're very low quality videos, or it's just somebody with like a Loom video going over the product, but they don't understand how to structure the video. So there is such a low competition when it comes to the YouTube space right now. Everyone is using the same Google keywords. YouTube search is a significantly less competitive for identical terms. So high value keywords often just have a handful of relevant videos, and that could really help you rank for these key search terms. A lot of buying decision is made through demo videos, is made through actual videos that they're able to see and understand and be educated on the product, not through blog posts, not through Google ads or anything like that. They need to have a catalog of things to watch so that they're able to actually make an educated decision on what's right for their company. This is an authority building space. So videos establish expertise in ways that is pretty much impossible with text or static images. I found that prospects are often mentioning specific videos during sales calls as their reason for booking. All right, let's break down the YouTube lead funnel framework. What we found worked best for our clients is we start with strategic keyword research. So find keywords with commercial intent that competitors are missing. Target phrases like how to improve sales follow-up rates instead of competitive terms like CRM software. And then we move to content mapping. We're going to create content pyramids, one cornerstone video targeting a major keywords. This is what I was talking about earlier. You want to make sure you have a catalog of content for your audience. A lot of times when they're searching for one thing, they're going to look for another as well. When you have videos relating to specific questions within a topic, that is going to build your channel authority. You're pre-handling all objections before a sales call as well. They're going to have much higher intent when they actually get on a sales call because they'll already have all their questions pretty much answered. It makes the whole sales process a lot smoother. So make sure that you're optimizing your scripts, balance educational value with strategic call to actions, avoid over complex technical content or fluffy marketing speaking. Really what I mean here is speak to them like you're talking to somebody in elementary school. You want to make sure that the language is easy to understand. Software tools, SaaS companies, they all have these complex tools that are very difficult to understand. They're looking for a video that's going to be able to tell it to them in a way that is easy to follow along. And now we have strategic distribution. Repurpose each video into 10 to 15 additional assets for LinkedIn, Twitter, and even email nurture campaigns. The short form content is great for top of funnel because it gets people aware of problems, it gets people aware of your product, and short form I found is being pushed out a lot faster and there's a lot more volume. You're getting a lot more eyes. The quality might not be there because a lot of people, when they're scrolling, they're not just searching keywords and stuff like that, but when they interact with your content, YouTube looks at that like they want to see more of it. So they're going to continuously push that content out to people that have interacted with it, and that's going to funnel them into your long form content, or even them clicking on your profile and going through the catalog that you already have there. For the best conversion optimization, you want to use value bridges. Use specific CTAs that naturally extend the video's value, like offering templates or calculators mentioned in the content. I'm going to go over this a little bit more in depth on the next slide here. Instead of just jumping from educational content straight to book a demo, which a majority of SaaS companies are already doing, offer an intermediate asset that extends the video's value. For example, after a video about reducing customer churn, offer a customer churn calculation template. These CTAs convert 3 to 4 times better than demo requests. Leads convert to sales at higher rates. A lot of people don't think about engagement when they're creating their videos, so what I found works really well is creating content timestamps. The one I like to use the most is the future pacing timestamps, every 60 to 90 seconds to preview valuable insights coming later in the video. This technique has increased average view duration by 41%, directly impacting YouTube ranking. Definitely don't overlook this one. I'm going to make a more in-depth video about how to use future pacing. Engagement isn't just good for the sales process, but it's also very good for YouTube's algorithm. Since people are staying longer throughout the video, YouTube is going to push that out, and that's going to directly impact your channel's ranking. The last part of this section is the retargeting pyramid. You want to make sure that you create custom audiences based on watch duration. YouTube has a very nice layout of statistics and analytics so that you're able to see when people fall off, when they lose engagement, retention, if your hooks are good, and even if your thumbnails are good. So you want to make sure you take full advantage of this, because offering a direct next step, the last piece of the missing puzzle here is the retargeting pyramid. Create custom audiences based on watch duration. A lot of people think that when a video isn't as engaging or the watch time isn't as great as the other videos, they think that they should just cut that topic and move on to the next. But what I found is you should offer direct next step to the 75% plus viewers, and then smaller commitments to 25 to 75% viewers, and different videos to under 25% viewers. This approach has reduced cost per qualified lead up to 60%. Here are some of the real results and the numbers behind success that we've seen personally at Growth Social. So 70% of B2B decision makers watch YouTube during their purchase process, because having videos gives you more of a personalized experience, and they're able to actually understand who they're buying from and what they are buying exactly by seeing it firsthand. And then 65% lower CPA, reduction in cost per acquisition compared to traditional ad channels. It's amazing because you're spending a lot less per customer. When you have a whole catalog of videos on your channel, it makes your leads that much more warm. Make sure that you are consistently posting, even if it's just once a week, once a month. Just consistently post. You will see an insane amount of growth through the sales process by doing so. You get a 2 times higher close rate. Sales teams report closing rates nearly double what they see from traditional ad channels. They're able to actually see and understand your content firsthand, and they're able to look through all your videos. Like, imagine having hour-long videos or 45-minute long videos, or even just 10-minute videos, like a whole list of 10-minute videos on your channel. It's going to just drive that close rate up because they're watching the content and they're actually understanding it before they book a call. So the conversion rate we've seen is 3 to 5%, and that is with an optimized YouTube channel. Let's look at the cost per click here for the Google ads based on like keywords. We have $45 cost per click for Google ads, okay? And then LinkedIn, we have $12 cost per click. And then for YouTube organic, we have an astonishing 50 cents cost per click. You can see that the amount of money you are spending on your traditional ads will go down if you stick to YouTube organic content, especially for high value keywords like sales pipeline management software. This is just an example. Google ads cost per click is around $45, while YouTube organic costs mere pennies. The dramatic cost difference, combined with YouTube's ability to pre-educate prospects, creates an economic advantage. The platform's lower competition means SaaS companies can target the exact same commercial intent keywords for a fraction of the cost, while delivering more comprehensive information through video format. So if you're serious about becoming the authority in your space, like how Clay.com did with their organic content, they are at a $1.5 billion valuation for their company. YouTube isn't just an option, it's essential for SaaS companies. The strategic approach outlined here has consistently delivered 10 to 20 qualified appointments monthly for our clients. Remember, your competitors are figuring this out right now. The question is, will you get there first? So with Growth Social, you are guaranteed 10 to 20 qualified appointments in 90 days. So what we do at Growth Social is we're an end-to-end content agency, meaning you don't even have to show up on camera. We'll be the face of your brand. We'll have one of our creators inside of our talent pool be the voice of your brand, be the voice of your company. And we don't just choose any random creator. We choose a creator that understands your audience and niche to best display your product. We strategically edit your videos with professional animations and really high engagement tactics throughout the entire video, gaining retention from start to finish. After that, we distribute your content, not just to YouTube, but other short form platforms. So we cut it up and make them into smaller segments. That way we have a full funnel system looping people into your product space. And lastly, we are optimizing based on conversions, not just views. Click the link below to book a complimentary strategy call where we'll go over specifics about your product and your niche. We'll even go ahead and create your first video for free after we get all the information we need about your company, your audience, your competitors, to make sure that we're the right fit for you.